Good. Hello everyone. Now I will attempt this Lego Set C2 exam just like how I would in a real life exam, in the HLPL2 Lab Exam. So first thing we got to do is open the IntelliJ IDEA. In the exam, by the way, this I have the premium version. It's not allowed. We'll have to use the community, but the interface is the same. All you have to do is go get from VCS, version control system, click it, and they will have the URL right here. You copy it, paste it here, and this should normally just stay like that, but since I've already made the directory with that name, I'll just have to add something to it, and it's gonna load it up. Now I'll just have to add this window to my Zoom screen share, and also I'll open the C2 solution just in case I need to recheck something. I don't want to waste time. Yep, I'll add these two windows to my screen share. All right, C2, I'll minimize it. Put the lab test on one side. Okay, the Lego set C2. The input will be a JSON document containing an array of Lego set objects. Each Lego set has, by the way, I haven't done the Lego set before, so it's my first time doing it. So each object has the following properties: code, name, theme. Okay. The theme property will be an enum. I'm guessing bricks is the type number, integer. Minifigures. Okay, and minifigures, since it is element type object, minifigures uh, will be the nested class. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I'll go to resources and I'll paste the input there. So we can see the input from here. Input will be data.json in resources. So new file data.json, and I'll post the dummy data here. It's useful when you're creating the class. Okay, that's data.json done. Now we can continue from the start. Containing an array of Lego set objects. Okay, creating the representation. In the package Lego, so we go here Java, new, package, just name it Lego, representing a Lego set, Java class. Okay, all the fields have private visibility. Okay, so these are the fields. Code, all the fields are private, right? So private string code, private string name, private string theme, private int bricks. By the way, I know that I'm writing the enum as a string as well. Private. Okay, this one I'll comment it out. This is minifigures. Okay, so code, name, theme. So the theme is an enum. It's just the value will be given in string from JSON. This should actually be a private theme, and the minifigure class will be minifigure. So we'll have private. Let me just confirm from C2 if I'm supposed to name it minifigure or minifigures. So I don't waste time double checking everything. Okay, minifigure. That's your class will be named minifigure. Yeah, minifigures. Okay, these are the Lego set fields. So the first thing we need to create the theme and the minifigure. The minifigure will be a nested class. What type? Static nested class. So we do public static class minifigure. Okay, and make the class immutable, which means public static final. And the feature, what fields does it have? It has three fields. Private final string ID, private final string name, private final integer quantity, and yeah, that's it. Okay. Generate a constructor having no parameter, make it private. Okay. No args constructor. Since there are finals, we'll have to force it. So force is equal to true. Make it private means access is equal to access private. Okay. What's next? Generate a constructor having all the parameters, all args constructor. Make it public. Okay. Access public is public. Generate a getter for all the fields. Make it public. Okay. Getter. By the way, the reason I'm doing this so fast is because I've already explained the shit out of them. If you want an explanation for these, just go to the first video on Lombok. Yeah. ToString. ToString, which contains all the fields. Okay. Leave it default. Too many figures are identical if their ID fields are the same. So equals and hash codes only explicitly included true. If their ID, right, equals and hash code dot include. Okay, that's it for equals and hash code. What else? Static nested class will be the enum theme. Okay, public static enum theme. Okay, what values does it have? City, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Creator Expert. Okay, then we start assigning the JSON property to it. JSON property. This is explained in the second video. If you're confused. Here we put in the possible values, we just copy paste to save time. Okay, so the enum is done. Now we can continue working on the Lego set class. Okay, what else do we want from Lego set? We have the code, name, theme. Okay, bricks, minifigures. All the fields have private. Yes, they do. Field theme must be represented as an enum constant. Yeah, theme is an enum. Generate a constructor having no parameters. Okay, no args constructor. Use the private visibility. Okay, it's private. All the parameters, which will be public. Okay. Getter method for all the fields, which will be public. Okay. Just default getter. Well, since I'm paranoid. ToString, which contains all the fields except minifigures. Okay. ToString, and we just go to minifigure and we do exclude. Okay. Two Lego set objects are identical if their code fields are the same. Okay. Only explicitly included is true. The code fields need to be the same. Okay, I'll just include it into equals and hash code. Okay, done. Minifigure is done. Enum is done. Boom, that's our Lego set class done. Any questions? Just let me know. So since with the Lego set class done, now we can move on to the repository class. So repository, we have the base, queries and repository. So Lego, we need to create this our repository class in the Lego. Okay, create a new uh, my repository. Done. Okay, this will inherit the queries and repository. Queries takes TUV, repository takes one. So extends repository, and as a parameter, if you remember, we have to give our base class Lego set. Okay, implements. What does it implement? It implements queries. Queries takes three parameters, TUV. T is our class, Lego set. U is our nested class, Lego set. You can see here, TUV. V is the enum. So, by the way, you can differentiate C means class, E means enum. So Lego set dot minifigure is a class, and Lego set dot theme is the enum. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, create a constructor. Okay, for my repository, you can even see here. Provide the top level class a generic type parameter. We have done that. Define a parameterless constructor to for instantiation. Okay. Google my repository called super. And what does super take? We go to repository. Super requires class. Okay. When we are passing in a class as a parameter to a function, we don't do this. We do this, but we also have to do like dot class at the end. Okay, what's the problem? Unhandled. Okay, add it to the signature. That's it. That's the constructor done. Now we need to test it so far that everything is working. So in my repository, we create PSVM. We create a my repository, new my repository. What's the problem? Okay, add this to method exception as well. Now we run it and check if everything's working. Okay, we have to enable Lombok. Boom, process finished with exit code 0, which means it was a success. Test your solution. Done, 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 done. Okay, implementing queries. Now, what is required for the queries? This query is a dummy code. We copy this. I don't know how they will do it in the exam, but here we have to do it like this. Okay. Now it will suddenly have a problem. All these queries, because we're going for a 100% speed run. So I'm going to implement all of these queries. In the exam, only two are required. The other ones are just extra points. Okay, let's start implementing. Get maximum of bricks. So just it will help us if we put this here. So maximum of bricks. What do we do instantly? If you remember from our query videos, first things first, we create a list of everything. Lego set. Lego set is equal to get all. So now we have all the Lego sets. Each Lego set has bricks. So we could int, right? So int max. So we take the first Lego set and we set its bricks as the max. So what we do is Lego sets dot get 0 dot get bricks, and that's it. That's the max. And then now we use a for loop where uh, for I, where I starts at 1 from the second and it goes all the way until Lego sets dot size. Okay, so we start from the second. If Lego sets dot get at I dot get bricks, If those get bricks are if the bricks of this Lego set at I is bigger than max, the current max bricks, we put the new max as the bricks of the current Lego set we're looking at. Simple max algorithm. Okay. At the end, we'll just return max. This can also be a get first call, but get is more reliable. Well, it's not reliable, but it's what is known to me. Okay, get maximum of bricks is done. By the way, if anybody notices me making a mistake, let me know. Okay, get total number of minifigures. Okay, simple. All we have to do is get the length of minifigures for each Lego set. Okay. First things first, get a list of all the Lego sets. It's always the same. Then initialize the sum of the minifigures to 0. Then we need to go through every Lego set. So Lego set in Lego sets. So for every Lego set, we will add the length of their minifigures array to the sum. So sum plus is equal to Lego set dot uh, get minifigures dot length. That's it. So we add the length of each Lego set's minifigures array to the sum. And in the end, we just return sum. That's it. That's another query done. Get first set containing minifigure. So as you know, a minifigure has an ID, right? And it's used to identify it. So we will have to get the first set that contains that minifigure. So first we iterate through each Lego set, and then we iterate through each minifigure inside the Lego set. So, okay, first things first, we get a list of Lego sets, and then we start iterating for each Lego set in Lego sets. Okay, so we are inside for each Lego set. Now we go one level even deeper for Lego set dot minifigure inside this Lego set dot get minifigures. So we're going through the minifigures of this Lego set. And what's the problem? Oh yeah, my bad. Okay. Now if this minifigure dot get ID, ID by the way is a string, so dot equals the given ID, we just return. So we return this Lego set. So if or it goes all the way at the end and it doesn't get any, just return null. So that's get first set containing the minifigure done. Okay, we move on. Get first minifigure by ID. So it is similar to this one, but just to be fair, I'll write the whole thing from scratch. Okay, first things first, we create the Lego set, right? Then we start iterating for Lego set in Lego sets for each Lego set. Now, then we start going through the Lego set dot minifigure inside inside this Lego set. No, inside this Lego set dot get minifigures. Okay. So for each minifigure, we will check if minifigure dot get ID. Oh, I didn't put an if statement. Maybe I'm very likely to I might make a mistake here because I'm very sleepy. If minifigure dot get ID dot equals the given ID, okay, if the ID checks out, we will just return this minifigure. That's it. if we go through all the Lego sets and we are not able to find a minifigure. Hmm, okay, we just return now. What's the problem? Duplicated code fragment. Yeah, they're saying that it's a lot of it is duplicated, but it's not duplicated. Here it says Lego set. We are returning a Lego set type, and here we're returning a minifigure type. So just ignore it. Okay. Get count of sets by theme. Okay. So theme is given. First things first, we put the list of the sets. Okay, I have 10 minutes left. Yeah, I'll probably have to do another one. Okay, we initialize the count to 0. We go through each Lego set. Lego set, Lego set, Lego set in Lego sets. Okay, so for each Lego set, we first check if that Lego set's theme is equal to that theme. Theme is an enum, right? Okay, so Lego set, Y list. Because we don't need to change this list. We just get all the get all just gets all of the Lego sets in the database and it stores it in this list. The reason I'm using this get all list is because it's immutable, and an immutable list uses less resources of the program. Right. Okay. If Lego set dot get theme is equal to the given theme, just count plus plus. That's literally it. Get count of sets by theme, and in the end, just return count. Get average number of bricks. Okay. Each Lego set has bricks. First thing we do, get all the Lego sets. Okay. Hmm. So long sum is equal to 0. Initialize sum to 0, and long count is equal to dot size. Okay. Now we start iterating. Lego set, Lego set, and Lego sets. For each Lego set, we do sum plus is equal to add that Lego set's bricks to the total sum. Okay, once we're done, we can just return sum divided by, cast it to a double. By the way, I explained all of this in the previous videos, so watch those on queries. We cast it to a double and count. Yeah. Get average number of minifigures. Okay, now it's just repeating, so I'll just go ahead. Get total number of minifigures. Let me just copy this. So sum. Okay. So we have, I'll put the count as well. Sum divided by 7. Okay. Let's get average number of minifigures. Get sets order by count of bricks descending, then by code descending. Okay. So for this, instead of this, so this, like I said, uh, like I said, is equal to new array list and give it get all as a parameter. Then Lego sets dot sort. Okay, what does the comparator want? Sort by count of bricks descending, then by code descending. Okay. Bricks is integer. Okay. So if O1 dot get bricks is not equal to O2 dot get bricks, then return integer dot compare O1 dot get bricks, O2 dot get bricks. And since it's descending, minus. Okay, otherwise code is a string return O1 dot get code dot compare to O2 dot get code. Okay, and it's also descending, so we put minus at the start. That's done for this query. Okay, 4 minutes. Let's see if I can get this done. It gets us order by count of bricks ascending, and then by code ascending. Order by count of bricks. Since it's also order by, I'll just copy. Well, no, actually, this is incorrect. I have to return this. Return like this. This is one more error somewhere. I think that's just below. Yeah, here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. So Lego sets, we create a new. The comparator logic is the only one that changes. Order by count of bricks ascending and then by code ascending. Okay, it's literally the exact same thing. Instead of descending, we just remove the minuses. That's it. Okay. Get sets by theme. Okay, so create a set of Lego set. This will be the set to return. Lego set is equal to new hash set. Okay, and then we create a list of Lego sets as well, which will basically all the Lego sets we have. Lego sets equal to. Okay, then we iterate. Which Lego set? If theme is enum, right? Lego set dot get theme is equal to the given theme. If it is like if it matches, then we do Lego set dot add, and we add this Lego set to there. When do we say set Lego set and when set string? If we want a set of strings, for example, if they say give set names or give set codes, you can go here and see code is a string. Okay, so we want a set of strings, but they will tell you the return type they want in the signature. So you don't need to worry about that. The return type is set Lego set, which means you want a set of Lego sets. No, it's not supposed to be complicated. Like you're getting a set of Lego sets in the return, right? So it means you want a bunch of Lego sets in the answer. If they say, okay, yeah, usually when you say fun, it's being sarcastic. Okay, get all. If the theme matches this theme, we just add it to the Lego set, and then we just return Lego set. Get minifigures having multiple quantities. Okay, so we just create an empty list first. Minifigures equal to new. Hmm, Okay, new array list. Minifigures. So multiple quantities just means that uh, quantity is more than one, I guess. So we also need a list of all the Lego sets. And then we iterate Lego set in Lego sets. Okay, for the last one, I'm just gonna record it in OBS and I'm gonna attach it at the end of the Zoom meeting. So for Lego set in Lego sets, then we iterate through. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the meeting here and record it in OBS. Why do we need array list for this one? Because I will be adding stuff. I will be adding minifigures to this array list. That's why. So a list that needs to be changed will be array list. Does it make sense? Okay. So I'll record the rest in OBS and I will just attach it at the end of the meeting video. So I guess I'll see you guys. Well, you guys will see this on YouTube. Hello. Okay, so we'll pick up where we left off. I was just about to finish it, but the Zoom meeting didn't have enough time, so now I'm recording it in OBS. So this was get minifigures having multiple quantities. So we go through each Lego set in the Lego sets list that we get through using get all, and then for each minifigure inside that Lego set, here we go, minifigure inside that Lego set dot get minifigures. Then we check if the quantity, if minifigure dot get quantity, since quantity is an integer, we can just use this comparison, is bigger than 1, we will add this minifigure to the list. So minifigs dot add and this minifigure right here. Okay, then in the end we just return minifigs. That's it. The last one is get themes having minifigures. So for this one, okay, first of all we create the list of all the Lego sets. And we create a set of what we have to return. Okay. Then we just iterate over every single Lego set in the Lego sets that we have. Okay, so now we have to check. Okay, each Lego set has one theme, right? So we have to check if that Lego set has more than one minifigures. If it does, then we add that Lego set's theme to the set. So we check if that Lego set dot get minifigures dot length is more than 0, which means 1 or more. If it does, then we add that Lego set's theme to the themes. So themes dot add and this Lego set dot get theme. That's it. Then we just return the themes set and we'll check if there's an error. No. That's it. We were able to implement every single query in under like 40 minutes. And this was with me explaining stuff. If I wasn't explaining, I think this would have taken like 25-20 minutes. So with practice you can also reach this speed.